Hello everyone, my name is Angie and welcome back to my channel, Angie Rose Nomad. Today I have a books that I'm DNFing video for you guys. So if you watched my previous Friday Reads video, I mentioned that September has not been the best of reading months for me, and that is because the two books that I needed to get through just kind of put me in a slump. So whenever I tried to pick up anything else, I just found reasons to kind of put it back down or not really get invested in it for whatever reason. These are just some books that I am DNFing at this point in time. It doesn't mean that I'm not going back to them at some time in the future. It just means that they lost my interest for whatever reason. So let's get into the video. The first book I have to share with you was popular about 5 years ago, maybe, on BookTube, and that is Stray by Rachel Vincent. This follows the story of a girl named Faith. Faith is a werecat, but she has kind of decided to leave her pride and strike out on her own for a little bit. She just kind of wants to have her own life. And then someone that does not have their own pride decides that they're going to begin attacking. So she is called back to be with her people and try and figure out what's going on. It is a very lengthy book. I picked it up, and one of the members of her pride comes back to get her from where she is attending university. And I just kind of didn't like that scene. I felt like Faith was being diminished in her capacity as a woman. And yeah, it was kind of like stereotypical, male dominance. And I really didn't like that, so I just had to put it down. I don't know if I'm going to pick it back up. If you have read Stray, please let me know your thoughts. The next book I have to share with you that I might end up keeping because it is a classic, and that is 1984 by George Orwell. I've been stuck on page 54 for 3 months. You guys, this book moves ridiculously slow. I mean, it's so slow. So basically, everyone has their movements being watched by Big Brother, and there's really no freedoms or anything like that. We're following a guy, I don't even remember his name, I think it's Winston. I basically read this book, it is Winston, and I read this book just kind of nodding off. That is how slow and how kind of tedious I found the writing to be. I might want to give it another try. I'm not a huge fan of classics, but I really want to give them the benefit of the doubt and to read books that I was supposed to read in high school that I just brushed off for some reason. This next book absolutely pains me that I'm DNFing it for now, but it was kind of slow in the beginning, and it is called Romanov by Nadine Brandeis. So we're following the Romanov family. They have just been separated, where Anastasia's mother, father, and one of her sisters is shipped off, and they are now going to join them. There's also magic in this book, but the thing that I found with this was the magic wasn't developed quick enough. It seemed like a very simple system, but it just did not draw me in right away. The plot was dragging on, and I just couldn't do it at this point. I do have some nonfiction things about the Romanovs that I would like to get to, so I think that I would go with that over this. Next up, we have With the Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo. This follows the story of a girl named Amani who is a teen mom, and she is just struggling to kind of provide the best life for her daughter that she knows how. But her passion really lies with cooking, and I never made it very far in this book. This was very easy to read. I really liked Elizabeth Acevedo's writing style. I have put this back on hold with the library, but it's just time for it to go back. And I have so many things to get to right now that I figured I would let someone else enjoy it and come back to it when I am ready. Then I have How to Be a Woman by Caitlin Moran. Caitlin Moran is a freaking genius. She is absolutely hysterical. I listened to over half of this book on audio, and I just put it down and never picked it back up for some reason. But man, this woman is funny, and she knows how to tell a story. She's very, very engaging. I really, really enjoyed this book. It was just more of a not right now, I'm trying to focus on other things type of book, but hopefully I can finish it by the end of the year. And then lastly, we have a book by Leanne Moriarty called 9 Perfect Strangers. I enjoy Leanne's books. I think they're engaging. They're not really a reread for me, but there's usually a mystery element. And I have so many books that I need to read. So one of my NetGalley books put me so far behind that I really need to make a dent in that list. When I saw this at the library, I just had to pick it up. But the other night, I sat down and was really evaluating this book, thinking to myself, does it need to go back to the library, or am I willing to renew it? And I looked on Goodreads and it didn't have anything about like a mystery genre at all. So I think that she can write a mystery very well. But because this is not a mystery or not really billed as a mystery, it just wasn't for me at this point. And it's so big. So I don't know what's going to go on in this book. If you've read it, please let me know. There might be a mystery that I am completely ignoring or not caring to read about at this time. So there we have it, you guys. Those are the books that I have DNF'd recently. Not saying that any of these are terrible books or anything like that. I will be getting back to some of them at some point in the near future. It was more just a not right now situation. Please tell me any books that you have DNF'd recently and if it's as hard for you as it is for me to not finish a book. It is so difficult. I feel so freaking guilty, you guys. As always, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please let me know by giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to become part of the tribe if you have not already. I do post new bookish videos every Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday, and we'll see you on Wednesday. Bye.